Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And as you all know, this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, and this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I'm Ahmed Magic Azim, aka KC the Great, and thanks for joining me once again this morning, the 3rd of November, which is Monday 22 and the 5. As you can see, the market is really performing very bad, but I'm not surprised because not yesterday, on Friday, I made it clear that we haven't broken the major structure, and this is really bad because now you can see after the news, if you've been watching the show, I was emphasizing on the news that will come out last week, Wednesday or Thursday, thereabout, that if that news should drop or the data should come out and nothing really changes from the market, we should just be careful because we might have hit the apex of this bull run. And if that is it, we might be shifting towards the next phase, which is what? The bear market. But as you all know, on this show, we'll take a look at the news that are affecting or that are making waves on the radar. We'll take a look at the chart analysis, take a look at what the cryptocurrency market cap is really looking like. And don't forget, we'll take a look at the event of the day as well to know how we can prepare for what is coming ahead. Also, we check what the sentiment looks like, how buyers and sellers are, responding to all of these things in the market. But the most important thing I want to share on this show this morning is this thing you're seeing right here. Take a look at this properly, and now if we go back to last bull run, you see that it's almost the same thing that happened before we start seeing the sell-off. And now what is it? If you look at it, this is the monthly candle, and with this monthly candle you can tell that in 7 years we're just having October to be red candle. But that is not really even my problem. My problem is not that we're having a different monthly candle in this bull run, because every bull cycle October is always green. That is not my problem, because I've said it that this what will I call it, this bull cycle is different to the other bull cycles because we now have institutions in the game. ETFs is now the one moving the in and out of how the market is being operating. What I'm really scared about is this. Look at this monthly candle, the month of October that just ended. You'll find out that we had an engulfing candle, even though it finished as a week. But now, what does this tell us? We now have a structure that is now being broken on a monthly time frame, and anytime we have that, what happens? The market dips more. Take a look at it in 2020, in November 2021. That was the apex of what? Of the bull cycle. What happened when we broke the structure on the monthly time frame? The market dropped down to 15,000. I'm not saying we're going to 15,000, guys. I'm just getting to somewhere. Now, take a look at another structure we saw in January 2025. We saw a monthly what? Candle being broken, the structure with an engulfing candle. What happened? The market tanked all the way from 110 to 74,000. You can see now we are experiencing it now in October 2025. We have a structure being broken, but we have a retrace a little bit. But remember, if the next one could break below this 102, I won't be surprised if we drop down to 74,000, and that will I'm not going to lie to you, that will activate a lot of things. And if you look at the news on the radar already, you can see that Bitcoin correction is coming, is what everyone is saying. But that's not even my problem. My problem now is Bitcoin dips to 107 after 7 years of October streak. The October streak means for the past 7 years, we've never seen any October monthly candle finishing in red. It's always in green. So if this is the case, what do you think is going to happen to the crypto market in the nearest future? And if you look at this now, I'm not going to lie to you, it shows we might be selling off. Because, and let me even show you the same similarities from the old data. Take a look at this. When we hit 69,000 in 2021, you can see the market drop down. Now take a look at this. When we hit 72 in March 2024, and we had a kind of structure broken in a monthly candle. What happened? The market deep down, we have double top. The same thing in December 1st 2024. Between November 2024 and February 2025, you can see what do we have? We have double top, and the market tanked from 1010 to 74,000. Now the same thing we are seeing here. This is double top. We have the top at August 2025, another top at October 2025, and now drop down and broke the structure. Guys, I don't want to lie to you with the data that is showing on this, because my hope before, if you've been watching the show or you follow up last week, let me show you something I was hoping that will happen. You can see when we saw that black swan like a month ago, that happened in 9th of October. I told you guys, we have not really broken the bigger picture. Do you understand? The bigger picture to show that what? That we will start recovering from where we are right now. And before we have not broken that bigger picture, guys, I told you guys one thing. The issue is not about how we're going to go or how far we're going to go this bull run. The main reason, the main issue now is, are we going to even move ahead the resistance that we've created at 125K? Now, that's why if you look at all the signals I gave you guys throughout last week, I told you you could only get into the market using the 4-hour time frame, because we have not broken above the major peak structure that can now say, okay, oh, we've broken this major structure, we are going to where? We are going to 125 or we're going to 130. We didn't do that. And if you watch the show, I specifically told you guys, especially altcoins, don't buy any altcoin, except for BNB alone, that I noticed BNB was sold, But for other cryptos, I told you stay away from it. Only Bitcoin, I told you could get in. I think I gave you entry at 107, then at 109. I told you sell at 106. Then I gave you another entry at 107 thereabout, and is the one that push up. There is already coming down that if it should break 106, we are leaving the market. So with what BTC is showing right now and the news are coming out of the space this morning, it's really looking bad for the cryptos. I'm not gonna lie to you, and a lot of things is affecting this. I feel like the reason why we saw that movement back from 102 to around 116 was because everybody was thinking, okay, maybe the Fed are going to cut double rate by 50 basis points on 5. But I told you guys, with the minute before the Fed rate cut, it shows that Fed will cut 25, and that's what they did. They only cut 25. You can see the Secretary of State has been shouting they should cut rate, they should do this, they should do that more after the 25. But I feel like Fed Powell now probably feels they're going to fire him or he's going to leave next year, so he's doing what he wants to do. He's not listening to anybody, and that's the reason why we saw that 25 basis point. So this morning, what should we do? And that's what we're going to come back later. Let's take a look at some other news that are affecting what we're seeing in the market this money. And please, if you're just joining the show and you have not subscribed to the channel, please and please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get notified when I come live or I drop any video. And also you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and also on TikTok to get some of these great nuggets that we are dropping on this beautiful channel. All right, let's move on. If you look at what is going on with the charts, it's not really looking good. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know, on this show, due to my experience and a lot of things that has happened, I always want to tell you that when the market is not really giving you that good whatever, don't force it. Because one thing is, if you have money and you're trading and you're forcing it and you lose that money, and now when the market is free, or it's not in a free flow, or it's now risk off, and you don't have money to trade, it's going to pay you more. So it's better you sit back, do some other things. I don't know, you could get into some other whatever you like to do, and let the market, if it wants to rally for 1 month, 2 months, it's fine. Remember, this is for spot trading and investors. Let it be. When the time comes to jump in, you jump in again and just trade with ease. But let's go on. You can see again, another bad news is XRP drops critically and $2 is at risk. Not only that one, take a look at the Arkham's ones that we got. Altcoins have lost 60%, and you can see bull season, but we are losing 60%. And I'm not even surprised, because most of these altcoins, when you look at where they're coming from the last bear market, they've done exceptional well. Because if a coin should move from 30 cents to $4 to $5, that's a lot of gain. But it's just because of the way we experienced altcoins last season, or meme token last season, we want that to repeat itself this season. That's why we're looking at them like they've not done anything. If you've seen like 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, even 1,000 times of your money, that is something. Yes, maybe some altcoins didn't move at the same time, or all of them move at different pace, but at the end of the day, it was during this bull cycle we saw all of them move ahead. You could see Solana move from like, I think $30 to $300 and something dollars. That's massive. We saw XRP from 30 cents to $3 to $4. We saw Ethereum from $800 to hitting $5,000. Man, that is about 500%. That is 5x your money. So I understand the way we've experienced it in the past is not the way it's happening. And that is why we do not want to accept some of these. They've done a little bit, or they've done well this season. If the bear market should end now, I'm not going to lie to you, it was the whole thing. Because imagine BTC from 15,000 to 125. Guys, what else you want? Even the last bull run that we saw 60,000, the market dropped down to, I think, 3 to 5,000. That's about 10 times. So 15 to 125, almost 10 times again. And remember, the adoption is now different. We now have ETFs, we now have institutions that they know how to manipulate the market and do all sort of things. So I'm not going to lie to you, if the bull run is over now, we might just accept that and just let the bear take over, wait for 1 year. After 1 year, we'll start buying again. All right, another bad news regarding crypto, and that's why I said this is really bad, guys, with what is happening in crypto. You can see Ethereum stock in tight price range, and not now. Ethereum has not been able to break above all-time high for like 3-4 months now, even when BTC went above all-time high again to create a double top I spoke about earlier. ETH couldn't do that, went up but didn't even hit the all-time high, not to talk about breaking him. And if you look at what is happening with ETH now, Ethereum is now facing renewed pressure, more losses possible to come from that. So if the king of the crypto, which is Bitcoin, is dropping, the queen, like I call it, which is Ethereum, which is the king of all altcoins, is facing pressure of selling off and all of that. What is that telling us? That is telling us something bad is coming, and I don't want us to be caught in the middle like I always want you. You know, on this show, it's all about the truth and how the market is really reacting to everything that we are seeing on the chart. All right, let's move on. If you now take a look at what I was saying regarding the chart, if you see ETH, look at what ETH is doing. You can see I drew this slide, I think, since when? Let me see, since October 13. You see, since 13th of October, we have not been able to cross above it. What is happening now is coming down into the zone that I said that would be where we could even get into the market if we want to get into it. So what is the zone between 3,005 to 3,400? And I know you guys will be saying, but if you're in bear market of the market is selling, why do you want us to buy when it dropped to 0.783 Fibonacci? I'm going to explain. One thing you need to know is when the market is dropping, the market will retrace also. So that retrace, sometimes market might retrace 15,000 points in BTC. Market might retrace 1,000 points in Ethereum. So, and that is money as well. So the truth is, even though the market is falling, and that's why we always have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then we have maybe probably massive dump. So for the fact that I'm showing where we could get into the market doesn't mean the market is not in sell mode. It's in sell mode, but we can buy here when it push a bit to, let's say, okay, let me give you an instance. Let's say we get into the market here at 3,500, then the market push to around 4,005. That's 1,000 points. That's 25%. That is money you can make. If you put 1,000, you make 250. If you put 10,000, that's 2,005. Why the market is still dumping? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we will always get an end, just like when the market was dropping or was going up. You know, we always have a pullback. We get in there to continue moving up. So we will always get where to get in. As you all know, again, we are not yet there to say, or we have not really confirmed that we are in bear market as well. So if you see an entry, we're going to take it, but until that entry happens, we will take it. So you can see from 13th of October, I told you guys, do not buy Ethereum. And am I right? 100%, because nothing has happened in ETH since then, except you are derivative trading, future trading, options trading, that you trade leverage and you go in and out using 4 hour, 1 hour, and all of that. And if you're interested in that as well, you might want to join my community. The links are down in the description. You could join my Discord channel or my Telegram channel for signals. But for investors in crypto, sports traders that hold on to the asset, I told you guys, do not get in here because there is no entry or signals for us to buy that. And if you look at XRP that I spoke about as well, you can see XRP gave me a signal to enter the market. But what did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? I said, please do not buy XRP yet. And I changed the line to yellow. Yellow means get ready, not get in. Get ready to buy the asset. And as you can see, it's not really a buy yet, and the market is start dropping. And where did I tell you will be the best place to buy XRP? At $1.47. So you can see almost all our predictions are playing according to how we want them. Only if what? If we follow the way it should be done. Join the live now. Sorry, I'm just trying to post in the community. I've not done that since we started the show. Let me just put out there. All right, so you can see it's not a buy. What is happening? The market is dropping as well. All right, let's take a look at some other news before we check what is happening in the market regarding the cryptocurrency market cap and the event of the day before we now come back to the chart analysis fully. So now let's go back to the news, and you can see after pardoning CZ, Trump insists he doesn't know the man. Honestly, I saw a lot of people deliberating on this on Twitter and saying all sort of things. I have never been a president of the country for once, so I wouldn't know if it's going to be, I don't know, if it's making sense for a president should pardon someone he doesn't know. I don't know. CZ is a public figure. Trump is backing financial liberty investment, that they invest in crypto heavily, and CZ is one of the backbone of. So saying he doesn't know it, I just feel like probably he's trying to dodge all this lawsuit that's coming from the senator saying CZ helped them to what to start the USD1. You know, they now have USD1 now too. Trump now has, not Trump, the Trump, what will I call it, crypto company, Liberty Financial Institution backed by Trump. You know, they now have their own USD1, and we all know the Trump Jr. is the one running the whole thing. So, but he said he doesn't know CZ, he just pardoned the man. Let's take it for that. That is what the president of the United States said, and everyone is saying that is not possible. Either it's possible or not, the guy is being pardoned, and we all know he is an OG when it comes to cryptocurrency, and he was behind FTX. And now this is making sense, guys. But it doesn't make sense because FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, was supporting Republican. So if he was supporting Republican and CZ is supporting Republican, why is, I don't know. But that's another thing probably we're going to look at. All right, speaking of CZ, let's see. CZ now is not even making waves on the radar again because he now puts 2.5 million US dollar bets on ETH, and that is massive. You know, let me tell you something about this guy that I think he's manipulating the market because, you know, he's got so much influence, and I'm going to explain that. Take a look at when ETH came out and was doing competition with Hyperliquid. Nobody was listening to them. Nobody was using them to trade futures, derivative via DEX. But the moment CZ said something about ETH DEX, ETH went up about thousands of percentage from 0 point something to $3 before dump. Now they dumped down, and now is putting bets on it, and ETH has skyrocketed again. Let me show you. You can see. Look at this. This was ETH before CZ spoke about it. You understand? You can see. Let me show you how many percentage. About more than whatever 1,000%. Now let's talk about when the thing dropped. Now look at when it dropped, and I spoke about it again. You can see the market gained about 30% before pulling back. So everyone is saying is just looking for a DEX is going to support to tackle Hyperliquid, because we all know CZ, he always want to be on the top. We know Binance is the king of centralized exchange, and now he sees a lot of people are moving to DEXs because everybody wants to be responsible for the what? For the safety and the custody of their own asset. Now he's looking like, okay, we are late to the game. What DEX can we support? And that is why he's choosing ETH DEX. I won't be surprised if it's got so many shares in that ETH DEX, and probably is the owner. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying probably it could be is behind all this. But as you can see, 2.5 million ETH bets trigger massive 30% token surge because of CZ. So that's that on the news this morning. Let's now dive into what the cryptocurrency market is looking like, talking about the events of the day. And like I said, if you're just joining the show, please and please support the show by destroying the like button so the algorithm can take the video to larger audience. Also subscribe, share the video, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Yeah, let's take a look at what the economic calendar is looking like this one before we move fully to the chart analysis. And if you look at it, today being Monday the 3rd of November 2025, nothing really is coming out of the market. And the reason why we're experiencing this for a month plus now is because the US government shutdown is still going on. So you can see we're going to see ISM manufacturing PMI by 5 p.m. SAST time, and around 8:30 BOC government market speaks. That is the Bank of Canada governor is going to talk about the interest rate. They dropped their own too recently, but nothing really happened. So nothing much regarding the forex calendar or the event of the day. Let's take a look at what the market is really now looking like. I believe we should have dropped down a little. Oh, not even a little. This is now becoming very huge, from 4.3 trillion US dollars market cap. The market cap is now at 3.6. That is a whooping of about 700 to 800 billion US dollar wiped out of the cryptocurrency market cap. And this is huge, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is huge. This is really big. And we could see about 164 billion trading volume in the last 24 hours. And the trending tokens still remain A-Star, Zcash, and all of that. And you can see the top gainers right there. So let's take a look at the tokens that are affected regarding the top 10. BTC is affected, yes, but it's still the king. BTC at number 1, Ethereum at number 2, Tether at number 3, XRP at number 4, BNB is now sitting at number 5, number 6 is Solana, number 7 is USDC, number 8 Lido Stake, number 9 is Tron, and number 10 is Dogecoin. So nothing really changes like that. I think it's when the market is gaining more volume or gaining more money, that is when we're going to see some of this token, dethroning each other and overthrowing each other. But for now, still looking like the way it is last Friday. So that's that regarding the market and what the event of the day will look like. Now let's dive into the chart fully and see what we need to do regarding our portfolio. And we're going to start with the king, which is Bitcoin. Yes, we entered the market last week at around 107. We took profit at 116, and the market dropped down back to 106 thereabout. Yes, I told us we could get into it, but remember, we were using lower time frame, not the higher time frame. So let's go to the lower time frame, which is the 4-hour now, to see if we should still stay in the market. Remember, no recording on Saturday and on Sunday, and you can see from our entry we went to 111 before I'm recording now. So are we supposed to leave the market now regarding the lower time frame that we've been using to trade? Yes, and I'm going to show you. If you look at it now, based on the lower time frame we're using, we drop below 110 with an engulfing candle. And anytime you have an engulfing candle like that, you're supposed to leave the market. And this happens because it happens on a Sunday, and we don't record on a Sunday. And this is the reason why you should join the community, because if you're in the community now, you could ask a question or you could see what is going on if you need to get out of the market or not. So do we need to leave the market with BTC now? Yes, we need to stay out of the market now. So if you've not closed your trade, please and please close your trade right now. Is still within the range where we go into the market. Even though the profit is wiped back, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is it's still within the range that will go into the market, because no recording yesterday, there's no how you guys would have known that. So BTC is a sell right now. Get out of here. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. So based on the lower time frame we'll be using to trade BTC, or let me call it 4 hour, we've been using, because we've not broken out of the restructure. BTC is now a sell again, so stay away from it. All right, what about let's change it back to red. What about ETH? I've never told you to even get into ETH in the first place, so ETH is still a sell. Please stay away from it. We're going to be looking to buy Ethereum when it drops to 3,500 thereabout. What about Link? Link is still a sell. Stay away from Link as well. We're going to be looking to buy Link when Link drop to, let me draw it so we can see. When Link drop to around $10, that will be a perfect entry for Chainlink as well. Let's take a look at AAVE. AAV is a buy, of course. You can see it there, and that is where we'll be looking to get into it at $120. What about Solana? The same thing. I told you don't get into Solana for about 3 weeks now. I've been saying don't buy any altcoin. So if you're losing money trading altcoins, is your fault, is not my fault, because I've told you do not buy them. Only BTC have been giving you signal, because there is a structure based on lower time frame, or let me call it 4 hour time frame. So we're waiting for Solana to drop to around 160 before we can get into that. Now the main thing is BNB. I know I told you BNB was a buy, because if you look at BNB on the daily, it didn't give us a buy, but on a weekly it gave us a nice structure to buy, and that's why the stop loss is still at 850. That is when we can say, okay, our entry or whatever we're doing with BNB is wrong. But if you're not in it right now, that's another thing I want to say. Let's now say you are not in BNB right now and you want to buy. Where is the best place to get in? Let's say you are not in it and you now want to buy. You need to wait, let it drop down. Since we've seen this pullback, creating a pullback that will put us into 0.783 Fibonacci, it will be best if you wait at $1,000 to get into the market. That will be a perfect entry for you if you're not in it already. All right, let's take a look at LTC, which is Litecoin. Litecoin gave us a get ready to get into the market, but didn't confirm it for us. You can see I left it at yellow, so it's not a buy. Stay away from it. Sui, it's not a buy, stay away from it. AVAX is not a buy, stay away from it. ADA is not a buy as well, stay away from it. XRP gave us one, it didn't activate. You can see it was in yellow, no green, stay away from it. Ton Network, the same thing, not a buy, stay away from it. Dex is a buy. Yes, I told you guys, because Dex is the only thing that dropped down to the buying zone. So I'm not surprised when CZ bought about 2.5 million US dollars worth of the token. So Dex is still a buy. We're just going to see if it's going to break below that $0.8 that I told you. But for now, Dex is still looking good. We can hold on to the buy we have. So I'm still going to leave it at green like that, because it's still a buy until it breaks below that. You remember, we're going to Dex around $1 or 0.9, so we are still in profit or at break even if you're still in the trade. All right, let's take a look at Pump Fund. Pump Fund was a buy, and it moved about how many percentage was that? Let me show you guys. Pump Fund move about 20% before it now start retracing. So what do we need to do about Pump Fund now? I'm not going to lie to you. We have a breakout. Now we have invalidation. So Pump Fund has invalidated its movement as well. So please, I'm going to change it to red. You can close Pump Fund trade if you're having a pump fund trade as well. Now let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo is not a buy. You can see it's still in red. Please stay away from it. So those are altcoins analysis that I have for you. If you have any altcoins you want me to talk about or analyze, you can DM me, you can send it to me via chat, or you can comment in the comment section and I'll add it to the list of the altcoins we're going to be analyzing every day of the week. Now we've checked Bitcoin, altcoins. Let's take a look at the meme tokens to see how they're performing. But I know they're going to mirror the altcoins because they've been doing that since 13th of October. And I've been telling you guys, do not get into the market. All right, Dogecoin, no, it's not a buy. Stay away from it. Good buy will be at 0.11. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. The same thing, stay away from it. Pepe, stay away from it. Popcat, stay away from it. Only Trump coin gave us a buy, and I told you to get in at $6.7 thereabout. Yes, what do we need to do now is still a buy. Trump coin is still a buy, and it's really surprising. Out of all the meme coins, Trump coin is the only one that activated a buy, and Swamp, yeah, we're going to check on Swamp too. So Trump coin is still a buy. Stop loss still remain at $5.5. So if you're holding Trump coin, still hold on to it. It's still a buy. And stop loss is still at $5.5. Remember, these analyses are for investors and sports traders. If you're interested in derivative future tradings where you go in and out every now and then, you might want to join my Signal group. It's free of charge. Join the community, Instacash trading community. You can use the link on Discord or on Telegram to join. It is free of charge and the links are down in the description. So for investors and spot traders, Trump coin is still a buy. You can hold on to it. Our stop loss will be at $5.5. Let's take a look at Millennium. Millennium coin only gave us get ready but not activated, and you can see I changed it to yellow and it's still not a buy. So stay away from it. Let's take a look at Altcoin, not a buy, stay away from it. Deep is actually moving down to the buying zone. This is nice. So we must be getting ready to get into deep if we want to buy deep. You can see it's almost getting to our target, which is 0.0627 and 0.5. Within that range is when we will start accumulating deep, but it's getting close to it. So I believe maybe by the end of the day, it's going to activate buy. So deep might be moving up anytime soon. Let's take a look at X. X is not a buy, and it has not even moved down to where we should get in. Let me even draw this one down as well so we can keep up with that. So where do we need to get into X? X has to be around that point, yeah, which is 0.00002 and 0.00023 thereabout. That's it. Now let's take a look at Swamp. Swamp gave us profit last week, and so you can see it's still a buy. Yes, you can see we activated a buy at 0.01 and it's still trading at 0.016. So our Swamp is still a buy if you're holding on to the signal. I think I gave the signal now since, let's see, he created a buy here and he activated it since 13th of October. No, we broke it around 15th of October. So it's been a buy now for almost 3 weeks. Yeah, almost 3 weeks. So if you're still holding on to it, kudos to you. It's still a buy. Do not sell right now. So those are the altcoins that we have on the radar. If you have any altcoins you want me to take a look at and analyze on the show, you can send them in or comment in the comment section. So that's that regarding the chart analysis this morning. Bitcoin is still dumping. Please stay away from it. Even though we are trading inside the major cycle, stay away from it. Almost all the altcoins, stay away from them except those meme coins that I show you. Don't worry, we are going to get a good entry, and if the market is dumping, it's good for you because that means you're saving your money and you're gonna buy it cheaper. Remember, imagine if Bitcoin should drop from 107 to, let's say, 70,000. You're going to buy it cheaper, so you don't need to be in a hurry. And if you want to trade or you want to short it, you have to do derivatives and future trading, and that requires a lot of experience. You need to be able to, hold your emotions, your psychology, the chart. So it's a lot. And if you don't know that, just stick to the spot trading and investing where you put your money. Appreciate. I tell you, leave, you leave. You put your money again, then you start building your portfolio like that. So that's what I have for you in the chart analysis this morning. If you're still watching the show till now, please and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Crypto Bin 101. This is the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Please destroy the likes button. Do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to share it with family and friends too, so other people could benefit from what we are doing on this great show. And always remember to turn on your notification bell. Also, you can follow me on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on Instagram as well to get some of the nugget that we have for you on this great show. But we cannot end the show without checking what the fear and greed index looks like, because that is how the sentiment works. People react to all these news events differently. Some will want to go with buy, some will want to go with sell, even though they're wrong. But if they are the majority, they will push the market to that narrative, and that's why it's always good we take a look at it every day. So last month it was greed, last week it was neutral, yesterday was fear, and now it's still fear. So the market is still between fear, extreme fear, neutral, fear, extreme fear, neutral. That's what we've been seeing for a couple of weeks right now. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on the show once again. I'm Ahmed Magic Kazim, aka KC the Great, and I'll see you tomorrow on another wonderful episode of this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And this is the only place where we trade it and we do not gamble. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you trade with the money you can afford to lose. And remember, trade well, stay out of trouble. It's not how much trade you take, but how much profit you make. I'll see you tomorrow, guys, and peace out.